a handover of suffering, really. So what I'm saying is that there are the pi tensor as the geometric primitive, proving the three pi's, the relationship between them, the geometry of the relationship between the three pi's, pi elastic, pi equatorial, the one we have now, Archimedean, pi real, 22/7, the engineer's pi, the one that we should actually be using all the time, and pi natural, the expansive second squared of light, Fibonaccian, reversed spiral, because it's the second squared is forced to be inside the real ring, the 22/7, and it's bigger, 3.144. Yeah, slightly bigger. So it's the force of it forces it back to the center again, creating the disk platform geometrically created in an instant, because the geometry of each moment must exist first, and then everything is built from that bistable model of disk and sphere. In the beta of Planck's constant, it goes disk, sphere, clamp, disk, sphere, clamp, disk, sphere, clamp. But it can go disk, sphere, clamp, disk, sphere, clamp, disk, and that's it. So those two beats within Planck's constant, and you select which one you want to be conscious of, your moment of awareness. Do you prefer the clamping of the meter squared, or do you prefer the expansion of the second squared? Which one feels better? Which one has more quality? Which was it? It just feels better. Yeah, you just choose it. And in so choosing, you've chosen state A, which is the disk state, is the moment, and the sphere state is the instant. When we do that collectively, the planet, the mass of the planet follows suit. So currently it's sphere, clamp, 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 clamp. It's been clamping for a very long time, since the end of the Jurassic. But at the moment it's been held there corruptly by reinforced concrete, which traps the water, so that water can't expand, and it wants to. It's trying to expand. The water is currently trying to break the elasticity of the reinforced concrete. And as concrete ages, it gets harder to resist, the Portland cement muck breaks down, and the twist resolves itself. And at that point, all the concrete stops working. And there's concrete around nuclear containment vessels. So if that happens, it'll be a disaster, a catastrophe on a planetary-wide scale that's going to wipe us all out. Right? All of us, every single one, whichever God you believe in, whichever morality you follow, it just wipes us all out. So if you want to prevent that, yeah, to prevent being wiped out and starting again, you can choose to toggle towards active benevolent love right now yourself. You can prove to yourself that this works, just for your own energy, and then you can look at the information and see why. And know that collectively, what we're aiming for is to get back to the disk, which is going to happen. The planet is going to break the reinforced concrete. It's going to break the reinforced concrete at some point in the future. I think soon. Yeah, that's why they're hiding. That's why the ICE won't speak to me, because I keep raising this issue. They refuse to speak to me. It's because they know it's true. Yeah, and they're hiding it from you, that this disaster lies ahead. Because they don't think that there's a solution, but there is. There is a way out. And that's to give those of us who know the truth the keys of power. And let's build back. So that you can go, as the planet goes back to the disk, its natural state, where it's going to go, it can either go fast or slowly. And the best way is to go slowly, because then we go with it. If it goes fast, we don't go with it at all. Nothing comes at all, yeah, apart from consciousness. And then the new planet the disk gets rebuilt, and the consciousness arises again in creatures that are created there, the Knesset that are created. Yeah, and there'll be human beings, because human beings must exist. We're part of the system. Our job is to be aware of the love toggle, and choose love. Choose that God exists. Once we've chosen that God exists, what morality do we follow? We follow the morality of Christ, and we build a planet that goes back to the disk. Now, it's important that suffering continues, because it's suffering that keeps the clamping going. So we just switch around, and we make the motherfuckers suffer, the pedophiles, etc., who deserve it. Yeah, those who've covered up all of that stuff. Yeah, those people can do the suffering, and we'll build back. Because I've got a way of fixing the nuclear containment so that it doesn't blow up, to replace the elasticity of the concrete with a method that I've devised using the Lave disk, using elastic strength of actual containment to replace the concrete. You know, a rubber band. The rubber band is going to save the day. And so then we'll build back to the disc. And I know all this sounds madness. You're going, what the fuck? But that's what has been exposed in this naked geometry. Sacred geometry is protected because it proves life's eternal. Proves it, 100%. And so that information is secret, sealed, psychologically sealed. You're not allowed to know it. But all this is all the stuff I've just told you about the planet is tangled up with that. So start to look at the information, start to deal with it, and just get to grips with who you are. You're a child of God, and you're loved. So fucking earn it, deserve it. Deserve to be loved. Yeah, behave yourselves. Behave yourselves. So fucking easy. Game of life. We just won. Welcome to the future. You're welcome.